I'm not a lawyer, but we back. It was day one of Karen Reed 2.0, also known as the retrial of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts versus Karen Reed. And I'm going to give you the recap, but before I do, I have good news and I have bad news. The bad news is I'm going on vacation, so after this recap, I probably won't do another one until day like 10. But the good news is you're going to get this recap. So let's get into it. As a reminder, Karen Reed is facing 3 charges.
The first one, second-degree murder. We are not going to try to prove that Karen Reed tried to kill John O'Keefe. We're not going to try to prove to you that she intended or wanted him dead. That's not second-degree murder. What we'll prove to you is she engaged in an intentional act, driving back at him at that speed, in the storm, in the darkness, knowing that he had just gotten out of her Lexus. She intended that act, which would cause a plain and strong likelihood of death. Also, operating under the influence of alcohol, manslaughter will prove to you that she drove her Lexus recklessly. She hit John O'Keefe, and because she hit him and he fell back, she caused his death. The third charge is leaving the scene after knowingly causing death. Again, she hit Mr. O'Keefe with a car. She knew he was injured. She left him behind, and he died.
Now, those clips were of the prosecutor, Hank Brennan, who was not on the team for the last trial, but is the lead prosecutor for this one. And today, he gave opening statements, and like the prosecutor from the last trial, Hank Brennan talked about Karen and John's relationship and highlighted that it was on the verge of ending.
It was a steady relationship until about the beginning of 2022. And then things began to unravel. There was tension, there was arguments. In fact, just a few days before this incident, you'll hear that Mr. O'Keefe asked her to leave. You're going to be able to read text messages of their conversations on January 28, 2022, and you will see the tension and the unraveling of the relationship. You will read about the discord between the defendant and Mr. O'Keefe.
And according to Hank Brennan, drinking plus anger from an argument is what led up to John O'Keefe's death, and he emphasizes multiple times to the jury that he plans on using facts, science, and data to prove that Karen Reed is responsible for John O'Keefe's death.
So why are we here today? We are here today because John O'Keefe was killed by the actions and conduct of that defendant, Karen Reed. Follow the science, follow the data. Ignore speculation, surmise, conjecture. Stay true to the evidence. It will lead you to the truth. You will learn through this case, through facts, science, and data, you will learn that on January 29, 2022, a very intoxicated defendant was angry